Hey boys, welcome back to round 2 of the Brisbane Broncos career mode, taking on the Cronulla Sharks, and we're playing away from home. Got the season off to a good start, obviously getting the win, and it was fairly comfortable. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I recorded that last one, but I know we won, and yeah, the combination's starting to gel. I mean, it's a pretty standard Broncos side. Obviously, we've got David Mead on the wing position, whereas obviously in real life, Tautau Moga, and I talked about this the last video I made for this career mode, and you know, Tautau Moga obviously playing in real life, and he's like, you know, it's hard, man. Like, I'm a Broncos fan, I'm a Mead fan, and he's gonna get off to a beautiful start here. Who was it? Kahu, I think it was. He drew in a couple of players, and David Mead, we were just talking about him, he's going to race away and score off the opening play of the game. Just pretty poor defense there by the Sharkies, but yeah, Tautau Moga. I'm a big fan of Moga, I'm a big fan of Mead. It's tough. The Broncos have really good depth in the back line this year, and I didn't talk about last game, but someone wrote in a column that fucking the Broncos don't have very good depth in the backs this year. I just cannot believe that garbage. But that's fine. Doesn't matter too much. But yeah, David Mead, you know, I hope he gets some games. I mean, I'm sure he will around Origin time, at the very least. But yeah, he's a good player. He's right here. A beautiful late offload. I can't believe they called it forward. I thought it was pretty hard done by. I thought it was a fairly perfect little pass there, but not to be. So the Sharks get a reprieve right there. Still that 6-0 score line. A good ball out to Milford, back on the inside to Blair. Gets it out to David Mead again, cutting back. He's going to get it onto Milford. A beautiful pass there. And it's a foot race here. Valentine Holmes is coming quickly. But we're just going to go to the corner there. Fade in and out. And we're just going to get it down. I thought for a second we blew it. And Holmes came up with a try saver. But Milford just a little bit too strong. A little bit too quick there. He's just going to fall over the line. Just couldn't hold him up. Plants it down. And that was a really nice try, actually. The outside ball to Milford. Yeah, Milford like started that whole play. He got tackled back on whatever it was, the 30-meter line. And then he got up, supported the play. So that was good to see. As we spread it out again, Gillette gets it on Mead again in the space. He's going to put in a pretty good kick, actually. He's going to sit up in the goal. There's not really any chases. Unfortunately, it was a perfectly placed kick, but yeah, just no one was really anticipating it, and just no real chases. Luke Lewis straight through here. He's going to step around Boyd as well, and it's a foot race. I don't think we're going to catch him. Luke Lewis is so quick. Milford is making ground, but he's not going to get the distance. So Luke Lewis, pretty much a 90-meter run right there. Just poor defense on the line there, and then Boyd couldn't come up with a tackle. Milford here chasing hard. You know, a couple of plays before he made that big break. Obviously a little fatigue, couldn't quite get the distance. So the Sharks, I mean, we played really well, but they come back into it 12-6. So it's not out of it yet. That's an absolutely shocking kick though, and Roberts streaks away here down the sideline. I thought we were just going to go on for a try. Roberts, the jet there, just takes off. But it was actually pretty good defense by the Sharks covering across. It was such a bad kick. He kicked like 10 meters and then just took it to the outside. But who was that? Jack Bird, maybe? I don't even know. Might have been him. But he came up with a big tackle. But right here, Holmes is going to get stripped of the ball. David Mead stepping around a couple. He's going to pick up his second try of the game. Who was the man who came up with the ball strip there? I think it was Kahu. It must have been Kahu. It was a really good play. Gets it onto Mead straight away, and quality stuff as David Mead is going to kick the goal. As I talked about this, I think, last episode, that I keep forgetting, or I forget to switch David Mead with Kahu as the goal kicker. I do eventually fix the problem, so yeah, that is how it is for now. It's beautiful stuff there. Kahu bursts onto the ball, great support play, and he's going to race away and score an absolute beautiful try. I love those top tries right there. You know, I'm sure I've said it before, but you know, the offloading and all that, they can be pretty spectacular, but just those ones, the backing up and the support, that's what I love about this game. It doesn't happen all the time. That's probably one little criticism with the game. It is pretty good as who's Jack Bird over the line. He's going to get held up though. Beautiful stuff there by the covering defense. Great hustle. But it does a pretty good job. Like, I'm pretty happy with it. Like, there's a lot of times your half or your fullback do loom up in support, but it does. There are quite a number of times, or other times, where there's no one in sight. There's like no one in support. So that's one little criticism, but it's also a positive about the game. So yeah, it's you can take it either way. I think they've done a pretty good job with it overall. But yeah, it's saying for the next game that can be improved upon, I would say. Having, you know, your fullback and your halves just be there a little bit more often. Obviously, you know, it doesn't happen all the time in games. There's times where just line breaks happen and no one's in QE. But right here, James Roberts off the kick right there. Not a great kick again. Not a great kick chase. And James Roberts, open space. Just too easy. Just too easy. So it's been a pretty big win. Obviously, I didn't even think about it, but this is obviously round 2 against the Sharks in real life. Broncos up against the Sharks in round 1. This video, the funny thing is, like, this video is probably going to go up like a fair bit later. Play again. Who was like? I keep forgetting to look at the players. It might have been Ben Hunt. Just the in and away on the Sharks defender. Got him to the outside. It is Ben Hunt. Just got around, I think, Maloney, and then Drew and Holmes. Beautiful pass. Been some really good tries. And right there, just what I'm talking about. The fullback looming up in support. That right there is just it's great to watch. Quality football as we switch to the blind side. Corey Oates, he's had a pretty quiet game. He's killing it. I think last game he killed it. But this game hasn't really had much to do. The left side attack has been on fire. But he does force a repeat set right there with a neat little kick. And once again, he's going to be in the open space. He shrugs off a couple of would-be tacklers. Corey Oates, he's fresh as a daisy out on that right wing. And he's just going to power his way over. And I think Jared Beal, maybe, looks like Beal. And then poor old Holmes here again just gets rocked by the bigger left arm fend. And it's 40-6 with the kick to come. Should be 42. No, he misses goal. David Mead. 40-6 is absolute flogging here at Ramonda Stadium. As a good kick goes up, Josh Maguire into the field. There's no one in support. He's just going to go to the line. There actually was, looking back, it looks like Adam Blair or maybe Thaiday back on the inside. It sort of ran away from him, but I thought maybe we could just get there with Maguire. But, you know, the Sharks, they covered well. They've just been totally decimated in this game, but they put in a good effort there as Nick Arima off the bench provides a little bit of spark. And there you go again. David Mead, he's had an absolute barnstorming game. He's going to get tackled, but the late offload. Milford is in support. And that right there, what a beautiful try. Nick Arima, the X Factor off the bench, goes through, gets it to Mead. Mead gets rounded up by Holmes. Good chase out by Holmes, but then that late offload. Anthony Milford, not going to be stopped from there. And the 6, Milford, David Mead, they have been just, they've been dynamic this game. I'm pretty sure David Mead's probably going to get man of the match. Very well deserving, honestly, but yeah, a lot of guys have played exceptionally well. So we look to go on one last little attack here. Corey Oates had a fairly quiet game, but he has played pretty well in the second half. Puts a little chip and chase, doesn't regather, but that is the ball game, and that is an absolute masterclass from the Broncos. Milford actually picked up man of the match. David Mead must have been super close, but Milford played exceptionally well, there for the support when he needed to be. And Darius Boyd actually up there as well. He played pretty solid at the back. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Look forward to more in the future, and I'll see you guys next time.